Let me ask you something. Have you ever been technically right on a project, but still lost the room? You know the framework, you know the process. You knew what should happen next, but somehow, some way, your influence went down instead of up. That's the moment most project managers face. And the hard truth, well, knowledge doesn't automatically translate into leadership. Applied knowledge does. And I learned that particular lesson the hard way. Let me talk to you a little more. See, there I was, new project manager, new responsibility, new title, and I was ready. I had that PMBOK open. Training notes, boy, they were printed. Frameworks, well, you already know, we were loaded and locked. Terminology, well, that was actually on standby. I knew the processes. I know we needed a business case or a feasibility study or properly structured charter built with the sponsor. That's how it's supposed to be done. So I pushed, I explained structure, I referenced best practices, I pointed to the process, but I left something off. See, the room wasn't resisting exceptional project management. They were resisting me, not because I was wrong, but because I was speaking a language, well, the organization at that time was not ready to hear. Therefore, the harder I pushed the process, the more I lost the room. See, that's when it hit me. I was so focused on being right about a framework that I forgot the most important variable in any project that anyone can ever lead, and that's people. I wasn't technically correct, but I wasn't contextually aware. They didn't need a lecture on feasibility studies. They needed someone who can meet them where they are and lead them forward from there. That project right there, it humbled me, not because I lacked knowledge, but because I lacked the applied judgment. I had learned the tools, but I had not yet learned timing. I had memorized structure, but I had yet to master influence. So I made a conscious decision. I stopped trying to prove I understood project management. I started trying to understand the people I was actually managing it for. Therefore, I listened more. I adjusted my language. I introduced structure incrementally instead of forcing it all at once. And instead of demanding organizational maturity, started building it. And that's when I understood something that changed how I led forever. Knowledge, it gives you the vocabulary, but applied knowledge gives you the discernment, and discernment is what builds leadership identity. Principle number one, the first project, it will humble you, do it anyway. See, your first real project will expose every insecurity you didn't know you had. You'll question every decision. You'll replay every conversation in your head. You're probably even wondering if the team is actually seeing through you. That's probably imposter syndrome, but that's normal. See, leadership identity is not built in classroom, it's built in friction. Humility is not a weakness. It's actually an entry point to growth. Why is this even important, family? See, if you avoid projects until you feel ready, you'll delay your own transformation. The humility of the first project separates the student, oh, I like this, family, to the practitioner. What is a practitioner? This is somebody that's doing the thing. What is a practitioner? A practitioner is somebody that's willing to watch this, go ahead and do it, even though they don't have all the information anyway. See, discomfort is not a signal to retreat. It is a signal you're stepping into leadership. Experiment with these actionable tips. Volunteer for something slightly above your comfort zone. Next one, reflect. Within 24 hours, what did I avoid? What did I handle well? And what could I have done differently? Here's my professional advice, family. First project, it's supposed to make you look impressive. It's supposed to expose what is needing. And once you survive that first humbling experience, you'll realize something very powerful. Confidence doesn't come from knowledge. It comes from repetition. Principle number two, confidence is built through repetition. See, confidence is not a downloadable. It's installed through reps. The first meeting is uncomfortable. The fifth project, feels a little bit better, but that 10th project, it feels natural. What am I saying here, family? I'm not saying the number of projects, really. What I'm saying is the exposure to the number of projects that gives you that comfortability, that makes you feel natural. Repetition rewires fear into something you already know. I like that, family. See, why is this important? Many project managers wait to feel confident before actually stepping up. But see, that is just a little bit backwards. See, confidence is not a prerequisite. It's the result of finally trusting you. Experiment with these actionable tips. Present updates to leadership. Next one, Practice verbal summaries at the end of meetings. Here's my professional advice, family. Stop chasing confidence as a feeling. Chase repetition as a discipline. Confidence is built in a place you feel familiar with while you're under pressure. And once repetition builds confidence, your knowledge, well, it starts getting tested. Principle number 3, your knowledge has no weight until it's tested. See, you can explain stakeholder management in theory, but until you can handle resistance, it's just vocabulary. Pressure reveals depth. Why is this important? The industry rewards value and execution under friction, not memorization. Experiment with these actionable tips. Lead one difficult conversation and own one escalation. Here's my professional advice, family. Do not confuse understanding concepts with embodying them. Oh, I like that. See, this is why execution is key to knowledge you have already learned. But repetition alone is not enough. Reflection is what refines you. Principle number 4, repetition builds the practitioner. Reflection refines them. Oh, this is getting good to me, family. See, doing builds confidence. Reflecting builds mastery. Why is this important? Without reflection, repetition becomes mechanical and not actually intentional. So experiment with these actual tips. Journal after every meeting. Review past escalation and just kind of assess the timing and the tone. Here's my professional advice, family. Experience alone does not make you seasoned. Intentional, when repetition and reflection combine, let me tell you what happens to fear. Fear begins to transform. Principle number 5, apply knowledge turns fear into capability. Oh, this is good, family. See, fear doesn't disappear. No. If somebody tells you fear disappeared, they're not really being honest with you. I love what Tim Grover told Michael Jordan when Jordan said, hey, I got butterflies. Man, you're the greatest player right now to play this game, and you got butterflies? He said, make sure the butterflies are going in the same direction. Ooh, I like that. See, what fear does, it allows you to see it, embrace it, and know that you can make an adjustment. Why is that important? See, if you wait for fear to vanish, you'll never lead. So experiment with these actionable tips. Identify one recurring fear. Next one, take one control action toward it and then track your growth. Here's my professional advice, family. Fear is an untrained capacity. Train it. And leadership maturity shows clearly in how you escalate. Principle number 6, escalate with solutions, not complaints. Message, anytime I say message, if you're new to the episode, this is something I want you to tune into. If you want to set yourself apart, family, and you have an issue, provide some solutions. They may be off. They may not even align but provide solutions. And do some research to get to those solutions. Because the whole purpose of it all is that you're going to somebody else and you're asking them to think for you instead of saying, hey, this is what I'm thinking. Let's brainstorm to come up with a solution. All right, let me get back into it. Anyone can report a problem. Anyone can report, hey, this just does not work. However, leaders bring options. Why is this important? Executives, they want clarity, not chaos. Experiment with these actual tips. Bring 2 proposed solutions with every escalation. Next one, clarify the decision needed. And here's my professional advice, family. Escalation protects the project, not your ego. Because theory can collapse under pressure. Principle number 7, your confidence can collapse under real conditions. What are you talking about, Edie? See, real leadership shows when timelines slip, when scope is, watch this, scope is expounded when it shouldn't be, when you're over budget. See, pressure rises for that project manager because they are being held to say, hey, you have to deliver. Hey, why is the scope so, why did we expand on the scope? Why is the timeline, why are we going further out than what we agreed upon? See, this is important, family, because confidence built only on knowledge is like shaky ground. It's fragile. But applied knowledge, it builds confidence that is definitely durable. Experiment with these actionable tips. Speak last in a heated meeting. Next one, practice emotional composure. Here's my professional advice, family. Train your composure. It multiplies your influence. Ooh, that's good, family. I want you to remember this, family. The transformation that will happen, it will not, I repeat, it will not happen overnight. But it will happen over time. Principle number 8, the shift happens in increments, not all at once. See, leadership identity compounds quietly. Why is this important? Most people, they quit before growth actually becomes visible. I'll give you a really good example. It's like you go into the gym, you're like, I'm not seeing any signs of growth from the workout that I'm doing. Nobody came into the gym on day 1 or day 2, and all of a sudden it has all of these muscles and a six-pack. It doesn't work that way. So experiment with these actual tips. Focus on consistency over intensity. Next one, measure progress quarterly. Here's my professional advice, family. Stop waiting to feel like a leader. Leaders, they are built through applied attention and time. See, knowledge, fear opens the door, but applied knowledge, it actually builds the identity that you need. And identity sustains influence. Here's the truth, family. You can listen. You can take notes on today's episode. But if you don't take this information and experiment with it and apply it to your real world settings, it means nothing. And I don't want this to be a situation where you listen to me and I feel like I'm wasting your time because you haven't done the work on your end. So I challenge you today, family. If this resonated with you, don't push past it. Just choose one principle, like I said, and practice it intentionally this week. And if you know a project manager who is questioning themselves right now, send them this episode. And for those that's ready to build confidence, judgment, and leadership depth over time, you'll find my mentorship and coaching link in today's episode. And if you're new to the episode, I go by the name of ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, hey, listen, that just simply means it. Until next time.